So tonight I have a bunch of people coming over to the house, and I wanted to play a special sequence in the middle of my display. In order to do that, I wanted to start out with something which was kind of like an air sequence. So luckily somebody was nice enough to share with me in the forum what they did, and it's basically an F-16 failing, kind of goes like this.
There is a problem with your Falcon F-16 V3 show controller. Beginning the diagnostics sequence now. Red lights on, correct. Green lights on, correct. Blue lights on, correct.
So I want this sequence to play, and then I want Game of Thrones to play. So I went and I got Game of Thrones from Extreme Sequences because a friend of mine is a massive Game of Thrones fan. But I guess what's important about this video is how am I actually going to play these two sequences, interrupt my show, and then have it go back to normal. The way that I'm going to accomplish that is by, get this out of the way, um, setting up a new button in xScheduler. So right now I have my Christmas playlist and I have my light control playlist. This is a background sequence that I have running to turn off the front lights in the front of my house. But I'm going to go ahead now and create a new playlist. And I'm going to name this Interrupt, Interrupt. And we're going to add those two sequences. So I have the air one, which I want to play first, and then I have Game of Thrones. So let me go ahead and add Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. And I'm going to, and there we go. So I have these two sequences, but they're out of order. Let me move this one down, down. How come it's not moving down? I don't know. Ah, there we go. That was kind of annoying. Anyway, but now I want to be able to interrupt the show and have this available from the web interface. So let me go ahead and click OK. So there's my new playlist that I'm going to interrupt my main show with. In order to do that, I'm going to go up to Tools, or actually, no, Edit, Options, and I'm going to add a new button here. So let's go ahead and add it. Call it Interrupt, Interrupt. And for this one, I'm going to specify a playlist, play specified playlist, but I'm only going to play it once. So I'm going to do that. And then here, I'm going to type in Interrupt again and click OK. So now I have this new button, and I click OK, and I click Save, and I have the new Interrupt button here. And if I go to the web interface and log in, obviously that was the wrong password. Oh, never mind. There we go. And now if I go to plugins and buttons, I have down here this interrupt. So now if I click interrupt, it's
There is a
automatically
problem with your Falcon F-16 V3 show
and
controller.
play that particular playlist. So now I can go ahead when in the middle of the show, we can interrupt it, and then it's only going to play once and then go back to my regularly scheduled show. So it's kind of quick tutorial on how to add a playlist and add a button so that you can access it from the web interface of xScheduler.